Hey guys, me and my friend Randy are going to do this sports interview about WWE Night of Champions that is today, and also we're going to talk about the crazy MLB games that have happened lately. I know there hasn't been a sports interview in like maybe 2 weeks because me and my mom just recently moved out. That's why there hasn't been a sports interview for a while, but I've been keeping an eye on all the baseball games. There has been a crazy amount of offensive games. Yankees have done okay, where they avoided another sweep against the Reds, who are a great team. The Mets and Braves faced off in a rematch again, and the Mets overcame the Braves. They lost game one, then they won game two, then they lost game three, and then they won game four, and the Mets are back in first. And the Braves are really starting to heat up with their offense. And also, we did hear the home run leader right now in 2025, Cal Raleigh, has joined the home run derby. That will be on July 14th. And because of that, I'm really excited to see Cal Raleigh and Ronald Acuna Jr. be in the home run derby because the home run derby is awesome to see. You get to see fans of all teams come to the home run derby. This year it's in Atlanta. You get to see them come, and also you get to see them enjoy seeing home runs from other players that they rarely get to see. And also, Yankees have been doing okay. The Yankees won last night 3-0 against the Athletics. They had fireworks night for the fans that stayed after the game was over. That was awesome to see. Also, guys, we did hear that, Ron Washington, the Angels manager, has announced he will be out for the rest of the season due to a remainder health issue. And my heart goes out to you, Ron Washington. You're one of the most respected people in baseball. I hope you recover fast and come back to manage the Angels next year healthy. And here's my friend Randy to discuss all these crazy games too.
People, we had to start over the interview.
So welcome back, Randy.
It's great to be back.
What do you think of this? Ron Washington is going to be out for the remainder of the season because of a health issue after he was managing the team since the start of the year, and they've been like one of the four best teams in baseball, the Angels.
Well, it seems like they're not going to tell us what's going on, and best of luck to you, man. Best recoveries, best of wishes. Good luck to your brother.
Yeah, and literally this, what do you think the Angels are going to do now?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And what do you think of this? Cal Raleigh, the home run leader right now with 28 home runs, is going to the home run derby this year. And this Ronald Acuna Jr. is in the home run derby. It's in Atlanta, and he is the home field crowd, and he's going to have home field advantage, and it's going to be in Atlanta this year.
Well, I didn't know O'Reilly Auto Parts is part of the home run derby.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
No, I was saying because Kyle O'Reilly.
Okay.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. I didn't know Auto Parts is part of the home run derby.
Yeah, and what do you think about Ronald Acuna Jr. having the home field advantage?
Well, it's his home stadium, so it's that's the good part of the challenge of home run derbies, though. That's the greatest part about it, though.
And plus, Julio Rodriguez, when they had it at Seattle, he hit 48 home runs but still lost in 2 rounds.
Well, it's either you get lucky or you don't get lucky. You just got to be in your A game when it comes to it.
True. And what do you think of this? The Orioles laid a smacking on the Tampa Bay Rays last night by a score of 22-8. And
at least the Tampa Bay Rays are still in second, and Baltimore Orioles are still in last. So Baltimore Orioles. You should never fire your general manager. He had nothing to do with your poor playing. It's the
It was
players.
the manager that they fired.
Yeah. It's the positivity of your positivity of playing the game you love.
And what do you think of this? Gary Sanchez, formerly of the Yankees, got his 500th career RBI. And
congratulations, Gary Sanchez.
Also, Mayo got his first big league home run, a 2-run shot, and his first big league hit, a 2-run double, and first RBI. And also, the Orioles hit 7 home runs last night, and multiple doubles and RBIs, and literally they scored 12 runs in like 3 innings, and then the 8th inning they scored 8 to like score 22.
That's insane, dude. That's insane.
And what do you think of this? The Yankees, even though they've been struggling a little bit, they still find a way to win, and they avoided a sweep. And they won by a score of 3-0 last night, thanks to Jazz Chisholm, who has been back since his return from the IL. Chisholm has a 384 average with 28 home runs, 5 doubles, and 44 RBIs since his return from the IL. He's batting .380.
I mean, that's a decent average. That's not bad.
Yeah. And what do you think of this? The Yankees had fireworks night last night after they got the win, and they said, fans, stay in the crowd, stay in your seats. We're going to set off fireworks for you after seeing this win.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
What do you think the Yankee fans actually seeing fireworks at the stadium last night?
I mean, they would be like, okay, so...
They've done it now for 3 years.
Because, okay, they have done it now for 3 years because they're doing a lot better. It's like, if you look at it, if a team is not doing good, they're not going to do something like that. Now that they're doing a lot better, for the past 3 years, they made postseason after postseason after postseason, and beating my Red Sox, that's an achievement.
Yeah, and what do you think of this? Breaking news did come out. Wander Franco was found guilty, but received a 2-year prison sentence, and because of that, it was suspended, and the judge said if he violates the conditional release, then he will have to serve the full 2 years in jail. And it says also he has a 5-year probation.
Okay, they shouldn't... Okay, honestly... Hey, Judge, look at me in this camera. If you see this video, are you freaking out of your mind? You got a freaking crazy man on the loose endangering children, and you're giving him a 2-year sentence, and you give the mother who's sex trafficked and kids. Don't ever do this to your kids because that is so messed up. You are trafficking your kid, and she gets 10 years. But because he's a freaking athlete, he's getting paid millions, and he did some stupid ish. You gave him 2 years? Are you high?
And what do you think of it that literally the judge said if he violates this release, then he has to serve the 2 full years?
Hey, Judge, I don't give a rat's behind if he breaks the freaking agreement. He's a freaking pedophile. And we all know who's out there that's a pedos. So, keep your hands off our kids. If you don't, 2020 and 25, make pedophiles afraid again. We're going to put you in the wood chipper. I'm going to hit up my friend GD. Wood chipper!
And what do you think of this? That the Tampa Bay Rays still haven't released Wander Franco from that contract.
I think that's stupid, though. I feel like that's stupid. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. Yes, I understand. Like, they paid a lot of money for Wander Franco, whatever. However you say that freaking pedophile's name, whatever.
Yeah, Wander Franco.
I'm gonna call him pedophile man, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Pedophile man. But no, I don't condone that. It's like if I have kids at all of these years and they want to be a Tampa Bay Ray fan, I am not allowing them to have his jersey ever. If I ever see them with that jersey, I'm going to tell my wife. I'm going to tell her, I'm taking that jersey. I'm burning it. We're not having a person who, and if he says, "Why, Dad? Why?" I'm like, you'll understand when you get to a rightful age. And anyone that watches these videos, I want to be the most greatest parent in my life. I don't want my kids ever to be in danger. I don't want my kids to be near someone like that who is getting paid millions of dollars to play and entertain the fans and children and not putting children in danger.
And what do you think of the Tampa Bay Rays? Like, what would you say to the Rays right now?
Okay, if I was the Rays manager, I would release him and not pay him because what he did. And whoever runs MLB,
The commissioner, Rob Manfred.
Rob Maverick, you are so stupid, and I hope you hear this word because you're not getting the clue. He endangered a bunch of children that goes to your games. What if now, when I'm saying this, because I've been to Mets games my whole life, what if he went to the Mets? I'm not bringing my kid to a Mets game if he's going to be there. Because I'm not putting my kids in danger because he's going to be Mr. Pedophile on the loose.
True, and plus,
So
MLB could actually bring him back. MLB could bring him back.
I swear to God, MLB, if you bring back this danger man, I am never going to buy a baseball jersey. I'm never going to buy a hat of your organization again. And mark my word, I'll make a freaking video to let the whole world know, stop supporting the MLB until you let him go. Do you understand?
Plus, I have a weird feeling MLB is going, but also there is a breaking news. He doesn't have because of this conviction that he has against him, he can't get a work visa in the United States, and because of that, he can't come into the United States, and he's failed to report to do it, and because of that, and because of this conviction, he may never be able to come back to the United States.
So here we go. So the commissioner of MLB, make the smart decision. Stop giving this monster money.
He can't come in. They're not paying him.
So if you can't, take his jerseys off your network. He doesn't deserve your sponsors. He doesn't deserve your time. He's a monster of society.
And what do you think of it as a baseball fan? Like all the baseball fans that are saying put him under the jail, that he deserves more jail time. What do you think of it? And that the judge wouldn't give him a jail sentence.
That judge is stupid because he's probably pocketing the money. When you have money, and never do this, fans. Never do this. I'm telling you this. Never do this because bribery, and that's also bribery is called blackmail, and it can give you serious more charges. And if you have a crooked cop or you have a crooked judge, they don't care. But at the end of the day, whatever happens in the light, it always comes in the dark. So make smart decisions, make the good decisions. Don't do stupid stuff that he did.
Yeah. And what do you have to say to all the fans that went to FanFest this year that got to meet Randy Orton, John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Alexa Bliss, also Tiffany Stratton, Trish Stratus. They got to meet Randy Orton. They got to meet everyone of WWE and be at the SummerSlam kickoff show also.
Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And send us videos, whatever. Brandon will give you our socials. Comment, DM us. We'll love to hear from you guys. As long as you're up age, not underage, because we are adults. We don't do the underage shit. So please, if you're 18 or older, DM us.
Mm-hmm.
Brent will give you our socials. He'll post our socials after this video. DM us. Show us all the fun you had at FanFest. Show us what you did, what you got, what souvenirs you got, and we'll give you a shout out.
You guys, also part of the sports interview, I wanted you guys to know this, that to all the fans that went to Fanatics FanFest, I hope you had so much fun, because literally FanFest was an awesome experience that I went to last year. And also, I hope you guys had fun meeting Randy Orton, John Cena, and Alexa Bliss, Tiffany Stratton, Bailey, all of WWE, baseball legends, players, and current superstars of everyone. I hope you guys all had fun, and also tag me in the comments and so I can see what you guys did, and also tell us what sports merchandise you got at Fanatics Fan Fest. Like what sports merchandise from baseball, WWE, football, hockey, basketball. Just tag us in the comments. Thank you guys. I hope you guys had a lot of fun, because Fanatics Fan Fest, hopefully it will be back in New York City again next year. And it's going to be a lot of fun next year, because I will hopefully be there to do sports interviews with all the sports fans. Love you guys. Thank you. Also, guys, we're going to be talking about WWE Night of Champions, and literally tonight is Night of Champions, and go watch it at 1 p.m. on Peacock. And also, it's in Saudi Arabia, where it's hot as heck. It's 110 degrees right now in there. And also, we're going to get CM Punk versus John Cena one last time. And we're also going to get Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, Jade Cargill versus Asuka, Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez, Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. I'm excited for all these matches, because oh my goodness. Literally, Night of Champions is awesome. CM Punk versus John Cena, that's my childhood, because those two are like two of my favorites, because they're honestly like, I remember seeing John Cena always doing very well and always bringing it. CM Punk always bringing it. They never give up. They always work together, and they never give up, ever. And my prediction is, I said John Cena is going to win. And also, I just think Seth is going to stop CM Punk and cost him the match. And for Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu, I think Jacob Fatu is going to win. And then Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. I love them both, but I just have this weird feeling Randy Orton is going to win. I don't know why, because Randy Orton got to it last year, got to the finals, and lost to Gunther. I just think Randy Orton is going to win that match. Even though I want Cody Rhodes to win, but because I respect them both, we're going to get Jade Cargill versus Asuka. Honestly, it could go to either one, those two, but I think Jade may win. But then we have Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez. Even with Roxanne trying to help Raquel, I think that Rhea Ripley is going to win that match. I just have this weird feeling. And then we're going to have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Sami Zayn's going to prove to him that he does not need Karrion Kross in his head. And he's going to beat the heck out of him. I know Sami Zayn is going to win. Here's my friend Randy to discuss Night of Champions. And also, we're going to talk about all the crazy stuff that has happened in WWE. So, Randy, what do you think about WWE Night of Champions?
I like the 2009 one better because it had a more stacked card about it.
Mm-hmm.
It had really good matches. So basically, before it was Edge and Chris Jericho as the Unified Tag Team Champions. The member of Judgment Day, Carlito, was tag team with his cousin, Primo.
Mm-hmm.
And then they lost it to Chris Jericho and Big Show because that's when Edge, a.k.a. Adam Copeland, got the Achilles tendon tear.
True.
And then when Big Show and Chris Jericho lost the tag titles, Big Show replaced Chris Jericho with Miz. And then they called it show. So it's called the Jer Show. And then it was called Show Miz after. It was so weird.
That's true.
And then they had a triple threat where John Cena is right now the champion. But that 2009 Night of Champions, he was facing for the championship against Randy Orton and Triple H, the CEO of WWE.
Yep. And now it's the CM Punk versus John Cena and
Okay,
and also Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, Raquel Rodriguez versus Rhea Ripley, Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, and Rhodes versus Orton, Asuka versus Jade, and Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. And we would have gotten Dom versus AJ, but Dom has a bruised rib.
So I had a prediction, like you said, your prediction. So what if CM Punk, Cena for the WWE Undisputed title match, Seth Rollins tries to cash in because he's done that before.
Yeah.
He's done it to Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar at the greatest stage of them all.
Mm-hmm.
But what if Seth doesn't interfere? What if Roman does to get payback on Punk for taking his wise man and causing the whole feud about Paul Heyman abandoning the tribal chief?
True.
Then there's something I heard that maybe Roman's gonna align with Jacob Fatu.
That's what I heard too. And
but what if the odds could be stacked against? Like, who knows? Maybe he's gonna align with Jacob Fatu, and then he has his own bloodline.
True. And where we're also seeing now, Jacob Fatu and Jimmy defending each other against Solo and JC.
Which I want to understand, who the heck is JC? Who the heck is this guy?
I have no idea, but what do you think? Who do you think's gonna win the John Cena CM Punk match?
Okay, the last time we had John Cena versus Punk was at Money in the Bank when CM Punk walked out with the WWE title.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Like, I want to see. I hate to say this, I want Punk to win, but like it's John Cena's farewell tour, so they're not gonna make him lose it just like that. So
True.
So I feel like John Cena's gonna win, but maybe there's gonna be like, oh, Punk's gonna win, but by disqualification. Because who knows? Maybe Ron Killens is gonna cost the match.
True. And what do you think of Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa?
Let me just say this: I hate you, Solo. You're not the real Tribal Chief, Solo. So, like, you had the Uafala for no reason.
You took it.
You basically took it. You didn't earn it. You took it.
Like Roman earned it.
He is the original Tribal Chief. You're not the Tribal Chief.
And who do you think's going to win?
The North American title in NXT, brought it to SmackDown, and then you got stripped of it because you didn't get permission.
Yeah, and what do you think of? So, who do you think's going to win that match?
I feel like Jacob Fatu is going to win.
What do you think of Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes in the King of the Ring finals?
Okay, so I don't think any of the Orton family ever won the King of the Ring. I know Cody's dad, the American Dream,
Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes won the King of the Ring, but not Cody. So it would be nice to see Cody win it to follow his dad's dreams as being King of the Ring. But it would also put a good thing on Randy Orton's resume as winning the King of the Ring. Actually, I think Orton did win King of the Ring. Hold on, let me look that up.
Plus, Randy Orton lost to Gunther last year.
Well, that's the thing. I think Randy actually won King of the Ring. That's the problem.
He lost to Gunther.
No, this is before Gunther, dude.
Oh.
Did Randy... If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I understand.
The King of... No, actually, I am wrong.
Wow.
So yeah, you okay? So he lost the tournament in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Gunther earned a world championship match at SummerSlam against Damien Priest. So that's the thing. When you win the King of the Ring, you get a championship shot of your choosing. You can choose
either the World Heavyweight Championship or
the Undisputed.
John Cena.
That's the thing. Sheamus was King of the Ring, and he was WWE Champion at one point.
Yep. And who do you think's gonna win that match?
I think Randy Orton needs it because of what happened last year. Because the Rhodes family already has the King of the Ring in the Rhodes family's name, so like,
True.
And I don't think anybody. And there's nothing that says that Orton's family has won the King of the Ring, though. That's the problem.
True. And what do you think of Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight? And it's the first one ever in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, so that's going to be a really interesting match. Even though I like my spicy meatball Roxanne Perez, but I feel like Roxanne is going to have a trick up her sleeve to recruit another member to the Judgment Day, and then they're going to replace Liv from Judgment Day.
Yeah. And who do you think is going to win between Rhea and Raquel?
I feel like Raquel, because if Raquel, if Roxanne has a plan off her sleeve and recruits someone to help her and Raquel, because this is the reason why they did not make Raquel relinquish the title, because now Roxanne is going to be the tag team champions with Raquel.
Mm-hmm.
Liv is out with an injury.
Yeah, a dislocated shoulder.
But Liv, I wish you the best recovery. Love you always. Wearing my Liv is finally on top hoodie. Love you, Liv. This is the best merch you ever sold out on W Shop. Love you.
And what do you think of the other match, Asuka versus Jade Cargill?
Okay, so here's the thing you don't know about Jade Cargill. Watch Sheamus' YouTube channel, the American Celtic Warrior. He did a workout with Jade Cargill. She has genetics. That's why she's so fit like that. That's why she has that kind of muscle on her.
Yeah.
She also owns a sports team. People don't know. She also has a routine, what she does every day for a workout routine. So here's the thing, people. You have a normal routine in your workouts. Eat the right food. Eat the right way. Don't overeat. Eat the right calories. Eat the right sodium. Eat the right fibers. Eat the right carbs. You'll be fit. But also, there are instructions that you can follow to make sure you're eating the right health for your workouts and your fitness journey. I may be in, a good shape myself because even though I work at a fast food place, I do the truck inventory. I unload the truck and I pull the 300-pound cars by myself, and I pick up 80-pound boxes on my own. So that's why I'm in the best shape of my life. Yeah, my body is giving out because I've been doing this for 3 years, and also I've been working at another job for 3 years. So like I have one job, so don't get it twisted. I worked at Five Guys for 3 years and got let go since the pandemic. Now I'm working at McDonald's for 3 years. So I had 2 different jobs on 2 different occasions, and I maintained them for 3 years. That's 6 years.
And who do you think's gonna win between Jade and Asuka?
I'm sorry to say this about Asuka. I love her and her fucking color hair, and sorry for my words, but I feel like Jade's gonna win so she can get redemption. Because if Naomi cashes in on Tiffany Stratton, even though I love that blonde bitch, Tiffany, call me. You know where I'm at. Deer Park, New York, Long Island. You can find me at McDonald's, Mickey D's. I got the hookups. Call me Cheeseburger Randy. I got you the hookups.
Mm-hmm. But you were saying?
I feel like if Naomi cashes in, Jade is going to get her revenge on Naomi because that story hasn't ended. You see what I'm saying? Because, yeah, Naomi has Miss Money in the Bank briefcase. But don't forget, Naomi, you took out Jade because your jealousy of Jade and Bianca Belair, which, screw you, Bianca. Screw you. You're the worst female wrestler ever. You had the best feud with Alexa Bliss. Love you, Lexi. Call me.
And what do you think of this? Also, we were going to get Dom versus AJ, but what do you think of it that they're taking his health seriously where he has a bruised rib?
Wait, Dom or AJ?
Dom.
Dom, even though I don't like your mustache, please shave it, but best recovery and greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
And what do you think of this?
But hold on. But Dom, please do us a favor. Shave the stash. Please shave it.
Yeah, and what do you think of this? Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
Okay, I love Sami, and here's the problem with the WWE and their wrestlers in their hometown. They never let them win in their hometown unless they're a Hall of Famer, if you understand.
And I think Sami is a Hall of Famer.
No, Sami Zayn is not a Hall of Famer. He was never inducted to the Hall of Fame. The last Hall of Famer that won in his hometown was Edge, which is Adam Copeland that went to AEW.
Yeah.
And it was against Sheamus. That was his last match in WWE. So that's the problem. They don't ever let a lot of Hall of Famers win their last match if it's their fellow tour. This is the thing. Like, John Cena could be one of the greatest Hall of Famers of all time. Like, I don't think anyone's ever going to beat the 17-time world champion, WWE champion record after John Cena. I'm sorry, but like I always say this, like records are meant to be broken. But Ric Flair wanted John Cena to break Ric Flair's record.
Yeah, and what do you think about Sami versus Karrion, though?
Sami versus Karrion, I want Karrion to win because WWE is really messing him over, dude. If you look at it, Karrion left TNA Wrestling to go to the greatest company of all time, TNA's greatest competitors. A lot of people don't know that TNA did something that hasn't been done in the 90s with the Monday Night Wars.
True.
TNA tried to do a war with the wrestling ratings with Monday Night Raw, so they switched their days from TNA wrestling for Thursday to Monday, so they can compete with Raw.
Yeah, do you think Sami's gonna win, or?
I think Karrion Kross is gonna win because Karrion needs to prove what he's trying to let WWE know. Because WWE is not utilizing Karrion Kross like they used to do when he was on NXT.
True. So, Randy, what do you think about this? Zelina Vega lost her United States Championship to Julia last night.
Well, Zelina, you had a great run with the women's title, the United States title. Julia, congratulations on being the brand new women's United States champion and the third woman to hold it. Congratulations. And Zelina, probably this was a run for you to become either women's champion or women's world champion. So keep your head up strong, girl. And guess what? Your husband is on your shows now. So now you get to have bond time with your husband, Aleister Black. So He must be the happiest wife in the world.
Yeah, and what do you think of this? We're getting Gunther versus Goldberg.
Oh, are we talking about Oldberg?
That's Saturday night main event.
Okay, I love Goldberg, but like, come on now. I love Goldberg, but all right. So I'm a big Bray Wyatt fan. Okay, everybody talks about him all the time. I have one of my favorite masks of all time, the Fiend mask.
Mm-hmm.
Goldberg, yes, respects to him. He broke the streak of the Fiend, but nearly almost killed the Fiend, and nearly almost killed the Undertaker. So he couldn't even do the jackhammer like he used to. So that's the suck part.
True. And who do you think's gonna win between those two?
If Goldberg gets another run with the world title, that's fine. Give him another world title run that he doesn't freaking need. But also, I feel like if Goldberg, he'll do a better job than Gunther, because Gunther is the worst champion. And WWE, you did the stupidest job by giving back the world title to Gunther after Jay had the better freaking title run than Gunther.
That's
he
true.
He tapped out at WrestleMania. After the tap out, you give it back to Gunther? Are you freaking out of your mind?
True. That's true. And now we're going to talk a little bit about football and about basketball. Also, the Pacers won the championship. No, they lost to the Oklahoma Thunder. And also, my heart goes out to the Pacers player. He tore his Achilles. And in the middle of the game, which stinks, I hope he recovers fast and has a better recovery and comes back to help his team win. But literally, that stinks that he tore his Achilles and ruptured it during the game. And literally, because of that, that must be so painful that he went through that. And also, we did see a Mets player, Griffin Cannon, pitching really well for the Mets. And he ruptured his left Achilles during the game. And he had to be carted off the field. I hope, my heart goes out to him. I hope he recovers fast and actually helps his team win when they come back. Here's my friend Randy to talk all about that. And we're also going to talk a little bit about how football is almost here. I'm excited because I want to see another Chiefs-Eagles rematch, and then the Eagles beat the Chiefs again in the Super Bowl. Also, I'd be fine with Eagles-Bills because the Bills have improved so much. I'm excited for football. Who's with me about that? So, Randy, what do you think about what I just said about like football almost being back, and then the Pacers losing the championship to the Oklahoma Thunder, and I think his name is Tyrese something, and he tore his Achilles in the middle of the game.
A lot of people don't know, but the Achilles tendon tear is a life injury. Any injury, it takes a process to help you get back. You have to get a surgery on your Achilles, and then you have to do a bunch of rehab, and it's not fun. A lot of athletes end their careers because of it. It's not fun. Like, you can make the wrong move, whatever you do, and then there goes your career. Like, it's over, dude.
And what do you have to say to Tyrese?
Wish you the best of luck. I hope you have a great recovery. It sucks that you had to get injured in the middle of the freaking game. That's like the NBA Finals. That's like
the Game 7.
Game 7. It was. I mean, any of those games, it's not gonna be the same after. Like, okay, let me explain. LeBron is the greatest of all time. I'm just saying this, my honest opinion, because he's the first player to win from a 3-1 deficit. The first and only person to do that in the NBA Finals. No one can ever outdoubt that ever in a lifetime. So So, but what I'm saying is, Tyrese, I wish you the best of luck of your recovery and get well soon. And we all love you, and we're here to support you on Brandon's Baseball Vlogs. And we'll explain to the fans that never give up on when you get injured and keep on believing in hope and faith in your life and living on the futures.
And what do you think of this? Griff Cannon of the Mets ruptured his left Achilles during the game when he was pitching really well for the Mets.
That's insane. So he had a basketball player and now a baseball player. That's insane.
Yeah. And then what do you think of this? Also, now football is almost here.
Okay, so that's going to be good because I'm getting like, all right, I don't bother having a rematch with the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Eagles because I want people to know that my Eagles deserved it. I'm an Eagles fan, if you don't know, and if you didn't know, now you know.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Eagles championship hat. I'm still waiting on my Eagles Super Bowl jersey, which eBay is being a bit of a handheld because the seller is not communicating with me, which I gotta go check on that again. If any of Brandon's fans can help me with this, I will love you to death because.
And what do you think about Bills and Eagles possibly, or like the moves that they've made?
Okay, I think it's going to be good because, yeah, the Eagles lost a few players. That's not going to jeopardize their Super Bowl contenderships. They have to do what they have to do to keep the roster stacked. That's what people don't realize.
That's true. That's true. And I do want to say thank you for doing this sports interview, Randy.
You're very welcome.
And this will be going on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and everything.
Like and subscribe, and don't forget if you want to show us your fan fest, inbox us on Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever you have, and Brandon put our socials down below, and just inbox us. But remember, you have to be 18 or older to DM us because we are not doing like that Warner Franco did, okay? Because we're trying to show role modelship here, not what he's doing, right?
Yep.